There are hundreds of different uses for calculators and a surprising variety of specially designed calculators to do certain jobs. No doubt you'll want a good warranty so that if your calculator goes bad, you can send it back and get it repaired rapidly and economically. So don't become too dependent on your calculator.
Why? You know why.
The Morning Stream. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Hello, everyone. Welcome to TMS. This is the Morning Stream for Thursday, June 25th, 2026. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett.
Hello, it is. It just reminded me, too, that tomorrow, when I'm gone again, but it'll be Playdate, is going to be a 26-26, and I'm going to miss it, Scott. I'm going to miss the 5th 26-26, or I'm sorry, the 6th 26-26 of the year.
You'll have to wait till next month.
Yep. I'll have to just enjoy, June 20th or July 26th is going to be a Sunday. Oh, fate, why are you so cruel?
Yeah, nothing but cruelty out of this particular fate. Yeah, you'll be driving, I guess, during the play date, right?
I will be driving, or riding is more accurate.
Okay. When are you actually driving?
We're taking George's vehicle.
You're right. You're driving. He's driving. I get it.
He's driving. Yeah, he's got a...
like you're not riding your bike from Colorado. What am I thinking?
Oh, good Lord, no.
I don't know why I even let the thought enter my head. That sounds impossible.
My God. No, it's not the MS 700. We're taking, because they've got like a Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid or something, and so we're gonna take advantage of the fun of that.
Yeah, that'll get you there. 7 passengers, those things. They got lots of room in there.
Yeah, really 7. Okay,
yeah, I think so. I think that's one of those larger capacity family
interesting
deals.
Okay, all right.
So you might be able to lay out a little bit, pull out your Switch.
Right.
Tell Aunt Barb to shut up there. Just kidding. She was so great at the event, by the way. I love talking to her.
She's fantastic. They both are. George was great up there and helping me out, and really quickly writing a second tiebreaker on the fly in case I needed it.
Yep, that was great. He was an unsung hero. Also, the real Chris Browne just absolutely killed it. With,
he did.
Look, there's no shade on Fletcher, because I think Fletcher's very good at being ref.
Sure, absolutely.
Some special sauce with Chris Browne.
Yeah, Chris Browne, he, when I said, boy, I created a monster, that was an exaggeration. Like the power went right to his head.
Oh, yeah.
He used it well. He used it, responsibly. But, flagging Bobby for double dipping, flagging me for too difficult a question at one point. Come on now.
And he really got right to it.
He did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was no easing in. There was no like, oh, here are the early stages of Chris Browne being a ref. No. We went full evolution. He went straight from Pikachu to whatever Pikachu evolves into.
Right. Yeah. It was like to Starchu or whatever. I can't remember what Pikachu. I think Pikachu evolves from Pichu, but I think Pikachu is its final.
Is it final? Okay. Well, it makes sense.
No. Raichu.
Oh, Raichu.
Is your right.
All right. You never know what these things.
How can I forget Raichu? No, he even disagreed initially. Well, he even disagreed with my ruling on something, because I had been a stickler with you, and you called it Origins Wolverine instead of X-Men Origins Wolverine. I didn't give you points for that. You still ended up getting it because you got enough of the other Hugh Jackman things. Right. But when Randy started belting out Star Trek titles and not including the word Star Trek, I was like, I can't ding Scott for this and not ding Randy, because it's only fair.
Right.
But I was overruled by the judge. I was overruled. And in hindsight, there may have been some confusion about the way the question was written. I never looked back actually to see how I read it.
Oh, from the video. I'm supposed to be up yesterday. I got a little busy, but I'll send it. I'll put it up today, everybody. Don't worry. You'll be able to see this whole debauchery that we did.
Here's the way that question's phrased. In the Star Trek film franchise, there have been 12 theatrically released movies that were not called Star Trek. How many of them can you name? And y'all are nerds. I expect full titles.
I feel like that should have been our cue to do full titles.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a hint that these are going to be, that the Star Trek part is part and parcel. Like, you have to remember to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you were in the right there.
It was more, it was more that I didn't want him just to go, the Wrath of Khan, the Search for Spock, the Voyage Home. I wanted him to make sure he got numbers, but yeah. Anyway.
Well, Star Trek, what are you going to do?
Anyway, what can you do? It came out fine. Amy and her team won handily. So I'm glad it didn't come down to like a 5-point difference on that one question.
Oh yeah, there was no. Let the record state there would have been no question as to who won that final game. This guy's freaking rocked it.
Jeez, man, she did great. Her team did great with the clues for movie poster taboo, but Amy was on a wavelength with them and like getting 3 of them, I think, with just one clue.
I think it was 3, at least 2, maybe 3. Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. Space. Yeah. Gravity. What? How did you do that? There's so many movies about space. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was amazing.
I would have said Push Clooney.
By Sapphire.
Yeah.
That's what you would have said.
By Sapphire.
Yeah.
Guys, I hate it. The smoke is bad right now.
Oh.
We got a couple of burners that are real gnarly, and one in particular in Nevada that's blowing over on top of us. And then, so thanks, Nevada. You and your free love and your gambling, that's finally paying off for you in the form of smoke.
That's what it is. It's the prostitution is what's causing the fire and the flames.
That's what gets you every time. But that's all blown over here. We have our own fires blowing on ourselves. We have a nasty one in Eureka, this town that's not too terribly far, but it's kind of green and brown compared to the white smoke coming out of Nevada. So it's like we're sending over some nasty ass freaking looking fart your direction. So it's like, here, Colorado, have some of this. And it looks like it's reached as far as like parts of Kansas. Crazy. Anyway, I've had about enough. So last night I was thinking to myself, I was saying, Self, aren't you tired of this? And myself replied, yes. A little schizophrenic moment I had with myself. It was fantastic. And good thing Wendy's on today. So anyway, that's going on. And then the clouds, suddenly the wind picks up. The clouds start rolling. And I'm like, oh, a miracle. We're going to get rain.
All right. Good.
And it rained. And now everything I own outside has a nice thick coat of goo on it.
Oh, no. It's like the combination of the ash and water. It's like,
I don't even know what to call that. It's like a sludge. Fire sludge.
Like a fire paste.
It's very pasty.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it. It has the consistency of paste. And then when it'll dry, we got to go out and hose it before it dries too much. But it's just every car, if their car's parked outside, ours isn't. But if it was, it'd be covered in this stuff. This lady's white car across the street just looks like a gray van.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
But anyway, lots of that. You guys missed that by a freaking inch.
No kidding. Well, looking at Logan, I mean, air quality, the AQI, air quality index, is like 51 to 100 in Logan. So, woo, terrific.
Yay, that's good news, breathing all that in, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Air quality in Logan is currently an unhealthy level for sensitive groups.
I'm a very sensitive person, Scott.
I was going to say, you will cry in a Pixar movie.
Yeah. I cried during Toy Story 5, where I teared up during Toy Story 5.
Yeah, and if you did, well, then Logan's got nothing for you. This is bad.
Exactly.
Here we go. Logan, Utah, air quality index. It's not as bad as it's been, but I think this storm helped, so it should be.
It should help, and it looks like a majority of it, because what is it, the Smithfield? No, what's the one down south in Utah?
Oh, Richfield?
Richfield, that's the one.
That's it.
Yeah, that one is
bad.
That one's bad.
Yeah, that's where all the Nevada smoke's going. It's really bad in like St. George and stuff.
And Hastings and Iron Incident is what it's called.
Incident, Utah?
Oh, I guess just Iron?
Oh,
that's really weird.
There's Iron County. Maybe that's
okay, so that must be it. Because they call this one over here is the Hastings Incident. And this one down here is the Tower Incident.
Weird.
It's like...
Weird.
It's like Bones episodes or something.
Yeah, very weird. But yeah, that's bad down there. There's a lot of retirees in St. George, so there's a lot of old people trying to breathe smoke. But there's also a lot of students, so it equals out somehow. It all pays for itself.
Great. That they can breathe the good air for the old people.
Yeah.
In place of the old people.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll all work fine. No one's losing any old folks today. All right?
Sure.
Anyway, thanks a lot for the continued smoke monster nature. You're great, and let's see what we can do about that drought. All right.
Yeah.
Brian, a couple things. Oh, let's talk about Supergirl. You went and saw it last night.
We'll talk about Tina first. I forgot.
Oh, yeah. How's Tina doing?
But, Tina's doing great. She had her cataract surgery yesterday morning. Went without a hitch. I mean, the actual procedure took 8 minutes.
It's super short.
It is. And she had the big old funky bingo dauber sunglasses that, you got to wear leaving that place. But what a trooper. She said, yeah, I'm still fine for a movie tonight. So
good.
We kept the plan to watch Supergirl. So she's recovering. We've got all the lights off in the house upstairs, just getting the ambient light from outside, which is just fine. But
because the way that stuff works is those particular level of eye drops that create the what do you call it, dilation?
The dilation. Mm-hmm.
They're like extreme. It took me 3.5 days to come off of this. 3.5 days of seeing with full dilation. It was crazy how long that took. They never took that long.
We've got another appointment way down south in frickin' Parker, Colorado this afternoon. And then in 2 weeks, we do the other eye. And that's going to be, I'll need to talk to you about that because that's going to affect 2 days of TMS. So
we'll figure it out.
Figure something out.
It's good to do it. It's good to do them that quick back to back because then you're not spending months waiting for the other eye to catch up or do all of its bullshit. It's good.
There will be a nice overlap of 4 weeks where she's got 6 drops or 6 weeks of the drops that she's currently got for her right eye, and then it's going to overlap with the other one. So for 4 weeks, she's going to be putting these drops in both eyes 4 times a day.
Yeah, it's mostly antibiotic stuff, but it's there's one of them. I talked to her, I texted her, and she had said that one of them, and I think it's the one I had. One of them you can taste, and it's terrible.
Yes, like you taste in the back of your throat when you
and it's this awful reminder that when you put liquid in your eye, it's got to go somewhere. Guess where it goes? right to the back of your taste buds, dude.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So nasty. Anyway,
so you're drinking Visine every once in a while when you use that stuff.
She getting the sand in the eye sensation or no?
Fortunately, no. She told me that you had mentioned that to her, and she's not getting that. So nothing yet.
That's good.
So thank goodness. Jeez.
Yeah, it's usually just the sensation of the flap healing that they cut.
Yeah,
and then that's you, and it just feels like they're sand in your eye. And it only lasts a couple of days, but it sounds like she cleared that hurdle. That's great.
She did. Yeah, so far so good. So
all right.
Big thanks to Premier Eye Care of Colorado for doing a great job with her and gave me a chance. It's close enough to the mall that has an Apple store that I was able to drop her off and then go and try and get a solo loop band for my Apple Watch. Dude, they are sold out freaking everywhere of the solo loop silicone bands of almost every color except for blush.
Ew,
I don't want
the one that
blush.
looks like your own arm. Gross.
Yeah. So they said, well, it's available online. I'm like, well, great. I kind of wanted to try a couple of these out and just see how they look with my watch. But I don't know why solo loop bands are so hard to find right now. But I guess I'm buying it online. But anyway.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Why would they be so rare? That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, don't know.
Colorado, man, they're all running.
They did do sizing for me, so I basically know what to order when I hop on the Apple Store. Although now I'm thinking, all right, no, Apple Store or Amazon, where I can get probably a 5-pack of different colors for $12, or get one from Apple for $39.95 or whatever they charge for a solo loop. So it's like, yeah, I think I might be, maybe it's fortuitous that they were sold out and sent me away.
Yeah, sometimes you win when that happens.
Yeah,
you never know.
Solo loop, braided solo loop. Good Lord, $99.
You know what you can buy with you can buy a Steam control, the new Steam controller for $99.
Yeah.
You can get a pretty decent What else can you get for $100 now? Yeah, things that aren't.
Things that are $100.
Things that are
less.
yes, things that are $100. My gosh, that loop's too expensive. Holy shit!
Yeah, why a braided? That's insane.
It helps subsidize those cheap MacBook Neos they're making.
I guess so. Yeah. Here we go. Amazon 3-pack braided sport loop band compatible with Apple Watch. 3-pack for $12.78.
Yes.
Free delivery tomorrow.
Some of those are sketchy, but some of them are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for $12, you could try it, and if it doesn't work, you're not out. You're not out $100.
Nope. You just send them back. Take that, Bezos.
Exactly.
Although I think Bezos just throws it in the bin. That's what they do.
Yeah. In the bin. Chuck it in the bin.
In the bin with peace and love. All right. Hey, so how was Supergirl?
Let's give you a review of Supergirl last night. A very okay superhero movie.
Oh. All right. We're not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was going in. There are aspects of this I really like. Millie Alcock is fantastic. Perfect choice for this. And it's such a refreshing change from the goody two shoes carbon copy of Clark Kent, female miniature version to just be we had a blip, to just be basically like a miniature Clark Kent Boy Scout kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So I'm glad that wasn't the case. Millie Alcock has a lot of sass. She's I don't know. She's just got this kind of I don't care attitude, very punk attitude, which is great. The bad guy is so two-dimensional. It's unfortunate because, he's a really bad guy, and he does every single thing he does is to tell you, hey, I'm a bad guy. Here's something I did that's really bad. Oh, mustache twirl time, kind of thing.
Is it this Krem character?
It's Krem, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know who
and the
Krem
actor
is.
Haven't we seen the? I don't know if he's so not necessarily. Steven be able to tell us this for sure, but not necessarily a real DC.
Oh, you think he's a made up one? Maybe. Could
I
be.
don't know. No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He's nobody that I recognize.
Yeah, I've never heard that name ever.
Yeah,
so it may be made up for this movie. Matthias Schodenarts. The hell kind of name is that?
I guess so. Well, what kind of name is Corn Sweat and Alcock?
You know what? That's a good point. What's going on, DC? Jeez, everything's got a weird name over there.
Oh, Incredible Sausage says in the comics he's a handsome swashbuckler. This Krem guy. Okay.
All right.
Momoa is great. I've never been a big fan of Lobo in the comics. I'm probably one of the rare few, but I like Lobo never felt. He always felt like a sort of a Punisher, Wolverine kind of, I don't know, rip off or attempt to get some of that. And I know I'm sure I'm in the minority of feeling that way, but Momoa's take on the character is great. Like I want a Lobo like HBO series or something, kind of like Peacemaker. I think it'd be great.
You think he's the first DC actor to double dip like this?
Certainly in big roles, yeah. I mean,
can't think of any others right now.
There's got to be like somebody who is in, like one of the original Superman films, Christopher Reeve Superman films, who like had a different role in a Zack Snyder or something. There's got to be, but he's certainly, as far as like the big, like your big characters for sure.
Yeah, like one of your mains.
Yeah,
and go from that generation to this generation of films is kind of crazy.
Oh, Stigma says the dude who played Sinestro was also in Shazam. Oh, that was isn't that
it's Mark Strong, right?
Is it Mark Strong with Sinestro? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Incredible Sausage confirms. I think that guy's great and he could do anything, but his Sinestro was hilarious because he put that little mustache on him.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. So they do try and make it more than a superhero movie. It's we talk about this all the time, how the reason some of MCU's best films are so good is because they're a combination of not just a superhero movie, but a heist movie or a political thriller or a space fantasy, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. This one is about 80% superhero movie and about 20% John Wickian revenge movie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Lots of getting drunk on the red sun, I assume.
Lots of getting drunk on the red sun.
All
right. The fight scenes are great. Here's a little bit of a complaint. One of our favorite James Gunn things, and this wasn't even a James Gunn directed film, it was James Gunn produced, obviously. Yep. But one of our favorite James Gunn things are the needle drops, right? Like, doing the whole, here's a song and we're going to play it while Supergirl fights in slow motion and kicks people's asses and stuff like that. It's almost like they said, how can we put 7 needle drop songs in one film?
Really?
Yeah, it's a little overused. Yeah,
that's a bummer. Rotten Tomatoes reviews are kind of lousy. 57 is all they're getting.
Yeah,
bums me out.
I'd say it's a little better than that. I will say this: it feels like whoever wrote this, directed it, also was a big fan of Mad Max Fury Road. So I feel like there are going to be some elements in here. There's wives, like there's a storyline about Krem having a bunch of wives prisoner.
Wow, keeping around to continue his line or something.
Kind of, yeah. More for selling, but still like very similarly dressed to the mothers. Mad Max Fury Road, but
wow. I know the story of the comic this is based on, the run that this is
Woman
based
of
on.
Tomorrow, or what is it? Yeah,
there's a bit of that.
Yeah,
Fury Road, Mad Max stuff. So it's good to hear that made it over.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to see it. I don't know if I want to 50% see it, but
yeah, I mean, I'd say if you're going to see it, you definitely want to give it the benefit of the biggest screen you can see it on. Yeah. So I'd say try and see it in theaters if you can. But have your expectations a little bit lower.
All right, I can do that.
Now, one of the things that I enjoy about the movie-going experience at Alamo Drafthouse is there's zero tolerance policy for people talking during the film.
Indeed.
And I've only ever had to use that once. It was during Wicked, or maybe the sequel to Wicked, where somebody next to me. I can tell you, Amy, it's an important plot point. So I'm not going to say one way or the other, especially not going to say on this show. She's asking a question in the chat room that would be a big spoiler because it's a major plot point.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so, I've had to like pull out the app and say, hey, person next to me is talking. Or back then, I guess when it was Wicked, it was writing it on the piece of paper and sticking it in the thing. But the couple next to me sat down, and from the moment they sat down during the Alamo pre-show, all the way up until like through about 20, 30 minutes into the film, through the credits, through the 2 videos that Alamo shows you that say, this is now a quiet time. This is now time to stop talking, no texting, put your phone away unless you're ordering food, blah, blah, blah. I talked through all of that and not in whispery, tiny tones. No, it was like, oh, did you know the green sun can hurt her? Oh, did you know? Like he's DCsplaining to his wife or girlfriend everything that's going on in the film.
Great.
Finally, I had enough, and I pulled out my phone and I said, "Bring me a manager. Bring me someone to help.
Bring me a buff young man."
Exactly. So they come and kind of do it, not under the auspicious of picking up our popcorn bowl, but they do pick up our popcorn bowl, and she kind of leans forward and says, Did you need something else? And I'm like, yeah, the couple next to me. And I say it in a tone that I can make sure the server at Alamo can hear me, but I'm also not saying it in quiet enough that the people next to me can't hear me. I'm being pretty blatant about, the people next to me have been talking ever since the movie started.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, sounds good, sir. I'll take care of it. And so she takes 3 steps to her left, and she says, "Hi, we've had some complaints."
Yeah.
But you'll never guess where they come from. And we have a 0 tolerance policy about speaking in our theaters. And the guy, still looking straight ahead at the screen, says, "Well, aren't you talking now?"
Oh my gosh. This is enough for me to get up and twist a testicle off of him and throw it somewhere.
Totally.
F that shit.
Exactly. And so she's like, "We have a 0 tolerance policy about talking. If I have to come back here, I'm escorting you out without a refund.
Yeah.
Do you understand?" And he apparently shrugs or something. And she says, "No, do you understand?" And then the girlfriend or wife says something, and she says, "Do you understand?" to her.
Wow.
And the guy says, "Yeah, fine." And then she leaves. And then he turns to me and goes in this loud a voice, "Are you happy?"
Oh, F this piece of shit.
And I turn to him and I say, "I will be if you shut up. I paid just as much to see this movie as you did." And then I look back forward at the screen.
Did he ever make another peep?
Never made another peep. And when the credits started rolling, they got up and walked out. I was totally expecting. I was like ready if he had one more thing he was going to say to me. I was ready. I was going to say, "Wow," no matter what he said. Here was my response. "Wow, you had an hour and a half to come up with what you were going to say to me, and that's all you came up with?"
Yeah, you got some good responses.
I was ready. I had an arrow in the quiver, but I didn't have to use it.
It's too bad there wasn't a big popcorn battle or something, big old brawl in there.
No, I just, and I know the people, because the people on the other side of them were looking at them like when they were talking, because I gave a glare as well and saw them looking from the other way. Tina was getting irritated. The guy next to Tina was getting irritated. So it's like, jerk.
Who does that? Who does that?
Yeah.
Especially the part where he's like, "Well, aren't you talking right now? What are you, 5?
Right, exactly.
And not only are you 5, do you have shitty parents and you're a terrible 5-year-old?
Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Go to AMC. You go tell Nicole Kidman you want to go talk during her movies. Totally fine. Enjoy it. AMC doesn't care about that stuff.
Yeah, they don't have a strict policy.
But I was really like they did still continue to whisper, and I could only tell that just because out of the corner of my eye you see like him lean towards, but I didn't hear anything. So I'm like, cool. That whatever volume you're doing now, that's perfect. Because I can't hear you. I can tell you're talking, but I can't hear you. But I was ready. I'm like, if he was going to talk again, I was not going to hesitate about pulling out the app and saying, "Yeah, sorry." Yeah. And then as they would have escorted him out of the theater, I would have said, "Now I'm happy."
Yeah, I'm happy now, buddy. We still paid the same amount, but you're not getting the movie.
Not getting the movie, and you're not getting your money back. Boo!
Oh, I don't know why. It's just that feels so damn toxic. That guy.
It does, and it distracted me from from a part of the movie, not just their talking, but that whole having to deal with that, and then just kind of your adrenaline is up from having a confrontation, which I don't care for. It's like,
I hate that feeling.
Just be cool. Why can't you just be cool?
That feeling is
be cool.
That like fight or flight, I'm going to freaking clobber somebody feeling. Oh my gosh.
I hate that.
Hate it too.
Totally hate that. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it out of there without any other incident.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm with you, sci-fi. Whispering every now and then is fine. I will absolutely not request. I will not Karen a manager if somebody's next to me whispering. But when they're talking, and it is seriously, it was nonstop throughout the first part of the movie.
Yeah,
until I called someone. So
I would have looked at that girl and said, "Get out while you can."
Well, she was just as bad. Oh yeah, and he was doing dumb things like repeating lines like "not gonna end well for you," like whatever she would say on screen. Sometimes he would just repeat it like "oh,
gross."
And then she would, yeah.
I hate it, dude.
Yeah,
that makes me want to just. I hate it. We have a society. We have rules.
Exactly.
Don't break the social contract. All right. Speaking of social contracts, we're going to break one with Wendi. Wendy's going to be here, and we're going to talk about things about life and the world.
Sounds good.
So
yeah, I hope Hope you've hydrated for this this letter.
Here's a tangent for you.
Whoops. That's Dan, not Wendi.
Something wrong, Batman? Has anybody seen Wendi?
Yeah, we have seen Wendi. She's right here. She's my sister, and she's on the line. Hi, Wendi. How are you?
Hey, good.
Hey, what's
How
going
is this
on?
breaking the social contract?
We were talking about Bryan at a movie theater where somebody was just being the worst talker, and then when they were confronted about it, they were like, "Well, aren't you talking now?" And it's like,
Yeah, it's like exactly. It's like I'm amazed. I mean, the woman that came and talked to him really she got stern, and I think she was inches from just saying, "You know what, smartass, you're out."
get out of here. I wish more theaters were like this because I've had similar experiences, and it never ends that well. It's always just the whole movie. I had to deal with it. What am I going to do? Sometimes I'll get up and move. The only other option is like confront these people, and if they're like this, where they're confrontational.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the next viral video on TikTok.
No, and I don't want to disturb by confronting them. I don't want to now disturb everybody else around us, right? By having to do that.
Yeah,
So.
it's freaking awful. But anyway, I'm glad you made it through relatively unscathed.
Yeah.
Well, Wendi, it's good to have you here. We got to do the Therapy Thursday thing, and I don't know. One day maybe we should tackle what is it about some people in movie theaters that are where they just lose all sense of
decorum and considerate.
Yeah, what is that in people?
It's
Do you think they just lose it there and that they have it everywhere else?
I think they have it everywhere, probably.
I think exactly. I think it's with that main character syndrome where they don't see other people in their life. They just do what they want to do when they want to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I feel like you have to give someone a substance to really change their personality in dramatic ways. I think they're probably doing that elsewhere, and then the theater is just one more place where
That's true, right? You cut down on your
lack of self-awareness.
Your self-awareness goes down when you're either stoned or drunk or whatever it is you're doing. It could be that. But then there are those people who are just naturally terrible. And I think that's what Bryan had, is that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's get to
wild.
today's therapy question. This comes from a friend of the show, someone you talked to briefly, I believe, at the event as well.
Yeah. I'm hope I talked to her. She didn't introduce herself as that person. I mean, I guess she says who she is in the.
Yeah, she says it's fine to say her
okay.
name. It's Cindy from my eye doctor's office. So.
Yeah, and I'm bummed that I'm sure I met her. I'm sure at some point she came up and said hello, but I don't think I connected. She never said who she was. How we know her from the eye doctor.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I saw her very briefly. I think it's great she got a chance to talk to you, but here's what she says. And she says it was okay to use her name. She says, Hi, everyone. Apologies up front. This is a long one. She says, this is Cindy from Scott's eye doctor's office. That's true. I go in there all the time for my prescriptions and checkups. Says, Wendi, we chatted briefly at Nerdtacular about menopause. Is it menopause?
Menopause.
It's not meadowpause, right?
No,
Oh,
menopause.
I wish it was meadow. We just lie in a meadow.
Menopause. I like metapause.
Metapause.
Google's new metapause.
I think I say meno. No, I say menopause. Mena? It doesn't matter.
Just say
anyway.
menopause.
I'm having whatever version of that is right now.
Speaking of meadow, you're in the weeds.
Right
Yeah.
I'm in the weeds. So for anyone that's not comfortable with some TMI regarding women's health, too bad. That's the menopausal Gen Xer speaking, she says. I am currently 57 years old. I went through full-blown menopause at 44. I did the whole hot flashes thing for the first couple of years, but over the last 2 to 3 years, it's the brain issues that have been affecting my life, especially at work. I've been an ophthalmic tech. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
For 18 years, so I know how to do my job, but I was forgetting to do really basic things in my charting, etc., to the point that my manager started threatening my job. Jeez Louise. I've been with my current company for 25 years. I've done a lot of the jobs, i.e. receptionist, billing, and patient care. I'm also the person everyone in my department comes to when they don't know how to do something, so I ended up being pulled in a lot of different directions all day. I do see I do see a certified hormone specialist, and I'm on estrogen, patches and cream, progesterone, and testosterone. I've also been using trizepatide since December for weight loss assistance, and it's been really helpful for that. A little over a year ago, a couple of my coworkers were talking about their ADHD meds, and one of them turned to me and said, "What do you take for your ADHD?" I said, "My what now?" The more I thought about it, the more things started to make sense. As a child of the 80s, ADHD wasn't a thing. Neurodivergent kids were considered lazy, dumb, or were labeled as troublemakers.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I can testify about this.
Yeah.
I fell in the lazy student category. My parent-teacher conferences with my parents they were always told, she's not dumb, she just doesn't apply herself. Oh my gosh, I'm flashbacks.
Yeah.
The third grade teacher made me made me sit with my 3 seats within 3 seats of her desk, so she could hit me on the head with a yardstick when I started daydreaming. When I got older, I realized this was actual abuse, but in the 80s, it was acceptable. I met with my primary care doctor a little over a year ago, and of course, she had to explore depression and anxiety before venturing into the ADHD world. And when she had me take that test, I don't know what it was called, but I think I scored 44. Or if you have a score of 44, it means you have ADHD. Anyway, I got a 77. I'm on Vyvanse currently, but I'm still having brain fog issues.
Vyvanse.
Vyvanse, is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Vyvanse.
Or Vyvanse.
Vyvanse. I hate all these names. They're so dumb. I forget everyday words. I still walk into a room and forget why I'm there. I still feel very easily distracted. I feel like something is still messing in my brain function. I feel like I'm losing my mind most days. I don't know what my next step should be. Thank you so much for all the help you give everyone. Cindy P. It's okay to use my name in parentheses.
Thank goodness she didn't end that with, by the way, please don't use my name.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been a problem.
Don't use my name.
So where do you want to go? I assume you guys talked about this very thing a little bit, right? On site? Or
Yeah.
no?
Well, we just menopause raged with each other for a second, and then it was pretty quick. But the ADHD part, I don't know if we specifically talked about that. But yeah, she is in a very, very common situation. I think a lot of folks will wonder, like, oh, I think I talked about this on the panel at Nerdtacular, but just is it just more people actually being diagnosed with ADHD, or does everyone just think they have it because they've been online and everyone has it, and it's like a large social experiment where
it's a word for that.
you're like, me? I have this?
What's
too?
that called? It's like what's that called? Somebody will say, my leg's itchy, and it turns out I have this, and now everyone thinks, well, if my leg itches, I have that.
Yeah, what is
I
it?
can't remember the term, but the exact thing happens in every abnormal psych class. You are just convinced you have
sympathy
schizophrenia
pains, basically.
It's basically like your mirror neurons get activated, and you're like, I see this in me now. And,
right, yeah.
And I see this in you. Yeah, totally. Okay, so just very, very common. And I think a good analogy when people say, oh, there's just more autism, it must be the Tylenol. A great way to think about it is, are there actually more stars, or are telescopes just better? And it's just that our telescopes are better, right? We have a better sense of what we're looking for, especially in high functioning individuals, whereas the high functioning spectrum folks and ADHD folks were just like, she gave all the exact labels that were given to those kids back then, right? Mm-hmm. And they were disruptive, or they were, in our dad's generation, they were left-handed, so they were beat. Yeah. We haven't handled it very well historically, and so now we're just getting better at diagnosing and treating, and some of these drugs really work wonders for folks, and for others, it's still a process to figure out what is the best thing for her. So that's actually what I'm going to get to, what she can do with her ADHD meds, because she's only a year into this, and some people, it's like putting on glasses where they like, I can see. And then other people, you really do have to figure it out a little bit with your provider. Maybe it's the drug itself isn't the best fit for you, or the dosing needs to be altered. So my first thought with her Vyvanse is she should talk to her provider again.
Yeah.
And just let them know if some of these things are still happening. So she's doing the triple whammy, right? Which is all the menopause brain stuff at the same time as being diagnosed with ADHD, as some of the ways we've compensated when we're younger, we just don't have the same energy to do that. So in the, vernacular, it's called masking, right? You put your mask on, you go to work, you act like you're functional, and then you're exhausted. And the term often used in, various circles is spoons, like having so many spoons in a day. And it starts taking more spoons to live your life. And by, maybe 3:00 in the afternoon, you're out.
You've used up all your spoons.
Trouble. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you'll have more symptoms and problematic stuff happen in relationships, and like things just start to fall apart. So there could be a number of things. There's also burnout. She didn't mention any specific things with burnout, but she has been doing the same job for a long time. And maybe it's awesome and she loves it and there's no such thing as burnout in her life. Or there is also a possibility that there are elements of burnout. Because all these things, if we Venn diagrammed them, it would be a big mess because there's so much overlapping. It's kind of hard to tell. So I think, she and I talked about we should have a whole episode on menopause, and this is not going to be that episode, but we really should.
We really ought to. Yeah.
Because the fact that you can't pronounce 90% of the words that are the treatment for menopause is killing me.
Look, I'll admit it. But also, to be fair, rattle off 10 medications for me, and I wouldn't be able to pronounce them. So it's kind of a problem. It's a problem no matter what for me.
Well, and also I know Kim isn't doing home run replacement. She's doing other things, but I bet you can't name half the supplements she takes.
No, but I can tell you that there are these times of unexplained. This is what frustrates her the most. Times of unexplained emotional or sensations that are like too much anger for something that happened. Somebody said something or whatever.
Like exaggerated emotions kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
and she
on fire or something.
Exactly. And she can recognize it. Yeah, it feels very much like that Star Trek thing.
Yeah.
And she'll recognize it in herself and go, I don't know why I'm so mad at that. I shouldn't be this pissed. This is stupid. That's like a dumb drive-by thing. I don't even need to think about it again. But for whatever reason, I'm on fire about this. So she recognizes it. She knows what it is. Like there's some healthy things about that. But it still doesn't change the fact that she's suddenly filled with rage about a thing she doesn't need to be. And she hates it. So I know all of these parts. But if you say, what's the name of that cream? I'd go, I don't know, Flipadapazeepatoid. I don't know.
All right, fine. I'll give you a free pass.
All right.
By the way, could we please have Flipadapazeepatoid as a show title, please?
Get that in there.
Yeah.
Get that in there.
Yeah. It does illustrate just slightly. I'm not going to test you, Brian, but literally half the population is medically castrated at age 51. Right. Yeah. And if it was the other gender, you better believe this would have been solved a long time ago. And we are one of only 3 species that actually lives past menopause.
Oh, really?
And there's a little whale. Come on, someone help me out. Anyway, there's another one. Yeah.
I would guess pigs because it seems like it's always, pigs and humans are the only ones who can get sunburned and whatever. It's like,
Well, that is gross and true.
Yeah. Why do we have to be so much like pigs? Can we be closer to something else? Yeah.
It is helpful though, because we can use their valves for stuff. So.
Yeah, that's true. Pig valves are pretty good for heart replacements, and
that fleshy nastiness they have, we have. So
the only problem we have, or the only thing we don't. Or that's the reason that these feral ones are such a problem. I don't know if you guys saw John Oliver this week, but it was all about those feral pigs.
I had no idea that it was such an issue. But these roving bands of feral hogs.
Yeah, it's bad. It's because they're so smart. They're more like us than we care to think. Yeah. Anyway, they're going to start walking on 2 feet, and that is going to be weird, man. Anyway, sorry, Wendi, go ahead.
Hey, real quick, do you remember what the topic is?
It's menopause. And
okay, good. See,
it's ADHD, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, it works both ways.
I know. But if you had the brain fog that comes with menopause, I promise you, at one point you would have no idea what the previous topic was.
Sure. Yeah.
And it makes you feel so crazy. And this happens. Okay, one thing to note. My 20-year-old yesterday forgot. And now I'm forgetting the name. Dang it.
Oh, there it is.
The artist with the soup cans.
Andy Warhol. Yeah.
Andy Warhol. Yeah. He couldn't remember. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to film this. I just need to remember that 20-year-old brains forget things. They just don't worry about it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't.
But we feel as you get older, you start to go, oh no, this means I have dementia or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot more obvious, but there really, truly is a huge uptick in brain fog with hormonal shifting for female bodies. Right. And so that happens. That looks a lot like ADHD. And when we're running out of energy to mask all the time and maybe we're a little burned out and, we've grown children doing weird things, whatever, you really have the worst storm. And it is really tricky. You don't feel like yourself. All of the hormones that made you like your spouse are dropping, like tanking. And so now they're just annoying. One of the most common things I've been experiencing is it's misophonia with one thing in particular. When Adam flosses his teeth, and there is a level of murderous rage I did not know I was capable of.
What part are you hearing? Are you hearing like the floss go?
It's just popping out.
Yeah, yep.
And,
guitar
and a little
string,
bit of breathing. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, you have to leave or I'll kill you. And he has now, it's so funny. And every time it's time to floss, he'll just literally go outside.
No.
But I don't have it with the eating, which I think a lot of people do. And that would be much worse because that's a lot of time is eating. Anyway, but so it gets weird. You can have itchy ears. You can have an itchy tongue. You can have, in my case, I got vertigo and now my ears are clogged all the time. I have the hearing of a 30-year-old, but my ears are jacked. Like the list goes on and on and on. And suddenly you just don't even feel like yourself. And it explains why, when you see an old lady who's ready to kill everyone and has a chin beard, you're like, oh, that started at 49,
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a difficult phase. The fact that her coworkers just diagnosed her ADHD is pretty funny. But it is also one of those things that like, you're just living your life. You do it how you do it your whole life. You don't know. And then suddenly you realize, okay, there is this thing that explains it. And so getting diagnosed, getting on medications, all good. But there might be some other things. Again, check dosage and is it the right medication, and talk to your provider about that. The other thing is it could be some of these other things all happening at once. And it might be sleep. Sleep is another massive thing that changes during their hormonal shifts. And the loss of sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, like your, heart's racing or night sweats or, all of the things that can happen. And sleep will absolutely rock you and make everything worse. So I would ask her about her sleep and work on what they need to adjust so that her sleep is better. I know she's on progesterone. That tends to help with sleep. If she needs more, maybe magnesium, other things, there are ways to get your sleep better. And so that'd be something to pay attention to. Obviously the hormonal stuff she's working on, and it's a little bit of a roller coaster. She's a little bit past that. So some of it should be leveled off. So making sure that is, what it needs to be. And then another thing to think about is this, and this is just for anyone listening who has ADHD and it takes medication, especially if they were diagnosed later in life, the medication is supposed to help your executive functioning. So we always talk about it's a distracted problem or a focus problem.
Yeah.
It's not actually a problem focusing. Everyone can focus. And when they do, they can sometimes hyper focus, which you guys are probably familiar with that idea of like cannot be torn away from something.
Like multiple things at once or something.
Yeah. All your attention is sucked in. So it's not that you cannot focus. It's more of this executive functioning thing, like being able to start a task, complete a task, be motivated by anything other than an emergency. Really a lot of things going on in an ADHD brain that are really challenging to control just on your own. And so there's two things. The medication is often really helpful for folks. And there's also ADHD specific kind of therapy and guidance. There's lots of really good books where you really build structure and create systems in your life that allow it to function. So some of the people I find do the very best with their ADHD have, they sort of will eat the same thing in the morning, wear the same thing, like they whatever the thing is they've created that reduces decision-making and reduces distraction. So maybe it's a rule, like you do not go into a room. You do not leave a room. There's a basket by the door or something. So anything you need to go put somewhere else, you would just stick in the basket until you're ready to leave. We all do that, right?
Cool.
We're all in a room and we're like, I got to put that somewhere else. And when you have ADHD, you're going to forget why you left, what you're doing in the other room, et cetera. She did mention the door effect. And we all have the doorway effect, where when you change a setting, it just interrupts working memory. And so we all have it. We walk into another room, we're like, okay, why did I come in here? And you walk back in the other room and remember.
Is that what that is? Because I did this yesterday. I went upstairs and went, this is really important what I'm going up for. Like, go up there. I only had a few minutes because the show was starting. And I went upstairs and I stopped and I went, what did I come up here for? I don't know what I came here for. Huh. And then I thought, and I'm like, I don't know. So I come back downstairs, and I'm like, it's too late to go do it. But then my brain goes, oh yeah, that was to get water, dipshit.
Right. You see your like empty cup on the desk, and that's your reminder of like what why you did it. Yeah.
Duh. And water. Hello, a basic human need. You know, that's not a thing you're supposed to forget, even when you're just going upstairs. So anyway, I mean, I'm not.
So it's called the doorway effect, and it really is just changing. You give your brain an entire new environment to look at, and so working memory gets interrupted, and it's now like, oh, I got new stuff to work on, and that's why going back is when you remember, because it's in the space. The thought came in this space. It was working memory in that space. So it doesn't mean anything's wrong with you, but if it's happening more and more and more and more, and it's really bothering you, you should obviously, get checked out to see what's going on there. But that's the doorway effect.
Right.
Or you could just wait for someone to say, oh, what are you taking for your ADHD? I mean, that feels like
exactly. That's how you'll get your diagnosis.
Yeah. Right.
But here's where I'm a little more concerned with what, not so much is the medication working right now, or she's having some of these things. It's really a before and after, right? So, if you forget a word here or there, there's other brain fog things. There's a little bit of that is normal in life. And that's maybe where you're at now. I don't know, but what's the before compared to now? And that would be my one question I would have asked her. What has she noticed has improved? And she did mention some things that haven't, but what is the before to now? And then know that you're still trying to put these pieces of the puzzle together, like sleep, reducing stress. That would probably be a big one. Most people are not very good at knowing how to reduce their stress. They think it's just like taking a break and watching TV or something, but actually to reduce their overall stress in their life, a lot of people maybe aren't doing what's necessary there. So I would look at her sleep, her stress, her hormones, medication, anything, and look at the pre and now. And then I'll just throw it in. We did not talk about this. This is not related to her at all, but just for anyone, is there any sort of underlying sort of baggage that we're carrying around because of a late diagnosis? A lot of emotional scars can come from decades of being told that you're lazy and that you don't try hard enough, or you're smart, but we don't understand why you won't just do the thing, like that's on the mild end, and it can go all the way to the very bullying end or the really deeply shameful things, right? So what we have wrapped around tasks and executive functioning is some real baggage, and you're so used to it, you may not even realize that's there. So that is something to look at. So when someone comes in for treatment, they've got ADHD as part of the component. I'm always looking at, how did you get hurt by living in a world that wasn't built for that kind of brain? And working through some of those can really add a lot of relief to somebody. So that would be how I'd sum it up. What is kind of lingering that might be psychosocial or emotional there? And then let's double check our medication is the right one and the right dose, and then really work on some of those other puzzle pieces like stress, sleep, and hormones.
Yeah.
And get a support group.
Wendi does this. Yeah. You do a lot of promotion of the whole sleep stress cycle.
Yeah.
No matter what the situation, it seems like that's often a component. And if I'm honest, the only times I've really seen an improvement in a place that even maybe doesn't feel even like connected to sleep or stress, when I focus in on that, like you've said, some of the practices, like, don't go to bed till you're ready to sleep, or don't be reading or watching something all night, or the blue screen stuff, and all those little tips and tricks. Whenever I've tried those and I've been committed to doing it, it's one of the only times I can actually say I've seen marked improvement in whatever it is. And so there really is something there. And I feel like you were saying earlier about how when we're younger, we have ways of masking this better, or dealing with it, or whatever. We're more chemically, resistant to that. But then things like menopause, just aging in general, has a way of stripping that away. And then you're suddenly like, am I suddenly bad at a thing, but I'm not actually bad at it? I just don't. Right. I just never had to manage it in this way. So anyway, I only say that because that stuff really helped me. But yeah.
Yeah. And burnout is real after working so hard to, I'm assuming Cindy, with her lifelong diagnosis of ADHD has done extra work to do well in life and maybe has never thought about it that way, right? Because that's just how she had to do it, right? And so, and often when folks get a good medication going and really start to see differences, they're like, what? Is this just how everyone gets to be? And it's, yeah, they don't have to work this hard to put, to start something and finish it, to clean up a mess after they've made it, to, and everyone's got a varying degree of this, right? But the amount of effort is truly what is sort of staggering. And so exhaustion, it's not working the same way anymore. There's more to this than just, oh, I got this magic pill that then makes me able to, sort of get more done, which is often what people experience, is they can get a lot more done. But then you got to deal with the ramifications of a lifetime of sort of having it not work that way. So welcome to getting the help that you're getting. I'm really happy for you. A year in with ADHD meds, and it is about where you should be, except for maybe there should be slight more improvement. I'd like to see a little more improvement. So I would talk to your provider and just find out if Vyvanse is really for you.
Yeah. It sounds like just some tuning might be needed or whatever, know?
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
And deal with the bigger outside issues, right? If you take your ADHD meds too late, you're not going to be able to sleep. It sounds like she's doing trizepatide, and that's helping with maybe some other elements of this. And you can just, you're tweaking and figuring it out. I think my favorite meme I've seen recently is just, we got all these women out here just doing single, double-blinded medical studies on themselves, because we just don't have good medical care for women. We just freaking don't. The first time women were required to be part of medical studies officially was like 1993.
Yeah.
Remember? I was a junior in high school.
It's kind of it's kind of ridiculous.
It is. It totally is.
And
yeah.
On one hand, I get the fact that because of the hormone situation with women, we are way harder to study. So it's much easier to study boring old dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
Scooch over. We gotta figure this out, because we're gonna make all of you real miserable about age 51.
Yeah. I just put all the
I could kill Adam with this flossing, you guys. If he's dead, it's because he flossed in front of me.
News out of Minnesota today.
You're right. A man
woman killed her
loudly.
man. Yeah. Her boys didn't know.
She just took the whole thing and wrapped it around his neck.
They're blaming it on misophonia mixed with something else. Well, anyway, I hope things improve for Cindy. Cindy's one of my favorite people. She's a total sweetheart.
She's awesome.
And I'm excited for what she can find with all this. So good luck with all of that. Let us know how it goes. Wendi, anything happening on knowbetteryou.com we should tell people about?
Well,
right now?
Soon enough. I'm in the middle of my other class, and man, I'm learning more. I had to stop learning. I feel like that's part of
No more learning.
Gosh, I'm going to add
No, I know that's like you said that about the time management, like that you learned so much doing the class that you didn't.
Yeah, it's really good.
Expecting.
That's really fun. Yeah, no, it's good. So I'm thinking, I will let you guys know soon enough, but probably around August, I think, is when we'll do the happiness class, and August, September. So I will keep you posted. And a reminder. If anyone wants to write in.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Dr. Tolbert wants people to be reminded that they are offering, there will be a what do you call it? A scholarship offered for that class.
Yes.
So if you're interested, we don't know how that'll work yet, but that's a thing that's floating out there.
Yeah. All you do is reach out to me, and
and you take care of it.
Put whop-a-da-boom, and then you're there.
Whop-a-da-boom.
What was the word we used before?
Whop-a-da-boom.
Down. I don't know. But I did want to say one thing. If anyone is in a romantic relationship with a menopausal woman, I'd love an email. If any of you are chronic flossers out there and you're scared, no, I would love to hear. I'd love to be giving men some advice. So somebody write in so I can riff off of it, please.
All right.
Because I think besides flossing outdoors, there's a lot of really good
floss out to take it outside, Adam.
Yeah. Go rent a hotel room, do your flossing, come back home.
Yeah, I'll see you later tonight.
Soundproof booth.
It's amazing. All right. Well, Wendi, have a fantastic week otherwise. And say hi to everybody, and I hope nobody bugs you with their floss sounds. Bye now. All righty.
All righty.
Brian, we're going to do a quick email.
Cool.
I'm going to whip this one out. It is from Jason R. And
This is about the jugs of pee.
here's what he says.
I was worried that you were going to jump right to the email without playing that.
No, I always got to play him, man.
Good.
Jason says, hello, Scott and Brian. This is Jason R. from Pennsylvania. Just wanted to comment about Scott's turmoil in the toy box conversation from yesterday. So I did a little stream yesterday.
Oh, I did. I listened to while I was waiting for them to wheel Tina out.
Where my book went. There it is. This book. And I did some readings from it. We used it as a chance to test the blips and all that. And anyway, he says this. I'm a Christian. I grew up under all that stuff. But now looking back on it, I think it's so hilarious and hypocritical that they talked about the magic and all these other properties, but completely ignored Lord of the Rings and Chronicles of Narnia because they were written by quote-unquote Christians. Not that they weren't, but it's just funny that some the same magic violence all happens in those two, but that's okay. Sorry, but that's okay because it has Christ's image in it. So funny, so dumb. Have a great day, guys, he says. Yeah, I also think that's annoying.
Yeah, a little
kind of part of my complaint.
Double standard there, kind of thing.
Yeah, like they were all worried about He-Man, or Dungeons and Dragons, or all these things that don't have
Care Bears.
Yeah, Care Bears. There's the thing in here about Care Bears is crazy.
That is. It sounded like it was absolutely nuts.
They also don't like the Golden Girls. There's a whole
no
thing
way,
on that.
really?
Yeah. I can't find it. It's something
Is
about
it particularly
they should be
Blanche or
living.
whoever?
No, they should be living with. Well, there's some of that, but it's like they should be living with men to take care of them and junk like that.
Oh, geez. Okay, Phil Phillips.
Just horse shit.
And correct about there was an American Idol contestant named Phil Phillips. There was also the guy who did the song Sea of Love, the oldie song Sea of Love, I believe was also named Phil Phillips.
Do I know that song? Well, how's it go?
Come with me, my love, to the sea of love.
Yeah, that's a one-hit wonder right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Honey Drippers did a great version of it, though.
That might be the one I think I know.
You probably know that one. Yeah.
I don't think I know the other one.
Rubber Plant.
Thanks, Rubber Plant. Oh, that's right. That is the one I'm thinking of.
That is the one you're thinking of, yeah.
I like that.
The oldie actually has some bum 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 come with me. Like it has not a cappella because there's musical instruments, but there's some additional vocal levels to it.
Well, there you go. Phil Phillips, his name is everywhere.
That's right. Wicked Kitten, you might be thinking of Beyond the Sea for Bobby Darin.
Oh, Beyond the Sea.
Somewhere beyond the sea, that's waiting for me.
Finding Nemo, I think.
It is. It comes up as a plot point in the TV show Lost. We found out too.
Oh, in the rewatchy.
In the rewatch, yes.
Nice. All right, that's your email for the week. That's a text, actually. Thank you, Jason R. And if you guys want to send your own, go to frogpants.com/TMS and you'll find ways to do it. Today, there will be a Coverville. Brian, tell us what it is.
Kurt Smith is turning 65 this week, so time for some tears and or fears. All your favorites, Mad World, Pale Shelter, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Shout, Mother's Talk. I'm doing this all from memory. I don't have a list. I'm pulling up the list. Now that I've distracted myself, I actually have to pull up the list. But yeah, no, all your favorite Tears for Fears songs covered by other artists. You're going to hear people like Giorgio Moroder, Brother Tiger. Let's see, Paul Young. Yeah, Every Time You Go Away, Paul Young does believe it or not, does a Tears for Fears cover, as does Lucius, who I just love. I love the band Lucius. So tune in for that. It'll be right after TMS today over there at twitch.tv/Coverville.
Very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated. They're a rated band, but it's an underrated moment in time. Yeah,
it really was. I mean, they combined some incredible hooks. Head Over Heels is just so laden with great hooks with some really good lyrics.
Yeah.
Except for my mother and my brother used to breathing clean air and dreaming I'm a doctor, I think is the line. And dreaming I'm a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hard to be a man when there's a gun in your hand.
I gotta fill
anyway,
my life.
What does that have to do with falling head over heels? Yes, Tears for Fears coming up right after right after stuff today.
Excellent. So watch for that. And core 1 p.m. today. We do have a big full core. We got to talk about these Steam machine prices. There's a lot to break down in that. Plus, I finished Resident Evil 9. Lots to say there. So please tune in and check it out. That's at 1 p.m. today.
Finished, right? Like, would John agree that you finished it? Or did the credits just roll and you didn't do any of the after the credits?
We did the credits. There is a stinger and there is no other gameplay. There's no disc 2 like the remake of 2.
Okay, good.
Which is where he claims I cheated and only played half the game. But I'm telling you, if there is a whole credit roll, I beat your game.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm dying on that hill.
Fair enough.
Anyway, more at frogpants.com. You can also get Film Sack this weekend. We're doing a round table as well as a play date tomorrow. Brian will be on the road, but we will be rocking some games in the morning. So if you want to be a part of that.
Play some games in my absence, in my memory.
In his stead. Brian's stead.
Play a game of blather round and think of me.
That's right. Amy will dominate it like she always does. All right.
That's right.
That's going to do it for us. Let's play a song and get out of here.
Yeah, Chris wrote in, said Friday, June 26th is my birthday, 53. Did I just write 53? Good Lord, I'm old. It is also my first day of summer vacation after my 20th year of teaching 7th graders. Whew, dude,
damn.
Good for you. That seems like a tough age to have to manage kids.
Yeah.
7th graders, they are like, they are experiencing emotions. They're experiencing Ponfar, and they have no idea what to do with all those damn
They don't know
emotions.
what to do with any of it, but you probably helped shape some pretty rad kids, so I think that's awesome.
Totally. He says, so yeah, school's out. Not necessarily forever, but at least until August 27th.
Wow. All right.
Fair enough. Yeah, how about a good cover of School's Out that we haven't played before? Soul Asylum recorded a version for the movie that we covered on Film Sack called The Faculty. How appropriate. 1998, the Alice Cooper song. Here are Soul Asylum.
Thanks for listening. The Frog Pants Network lives at frogpants.com.
Under there is a maze of shit.